forgot I was back on mic. Sorry about that. I hope everybody... I'm gonna check real quick. Yay! And maybe it'll figure it out. I forgot what I was doing. I hope I haven't already messed up this quest somehow. I've been making regular backup saves just in case. I just wanted to do this one right before we fight him, cause he's a bitch. Just gonna pick up some more sedatives. That guy's gone. That crow's not, but who cares? These guys are still asleep. Hey, she's here!
Oh. Is that you again?
Yep.
I'm afraid I've made a bit of a blunder.
He's the worst.
I'm just going to have a short rest.
Like I said, I'm not sure.
I've taken blood. Enough to
beat
save
him?
an old woman. No more dreams for me. This is my last chance. What a fool I am. I'll have to tread carefully. But that thing still lies in wait. Turn back. This is my score to settle.
Of course, if you turn around and leave her alone, she's doomed. What was I... Oh yeah, a little interesting kind of piece of lore there that she dropped is that she doesn't seem to be connected to the Hunter's Dream anymore. And one wonders how that happens. Oh, anything else she has to say?
My prey lies in wait this way. Turn back. My prey.
So I'm gonna go in here and get my ass completely kicked. So he uses the old hunter bone? And he will chase us, but only to the entrance. So that's one of the only... That's one of the only, like, saving graces here. Also, he uses the Chikage, and he'll hurt himself with it. I'm gonna just try and get him to run back and forth here and waste his health. Oh man, that hurts so much. Yeah, 3 gunshots from him can kill me if from full health. Oh. Oh, actually 2 shots of both bullets hit. Fortunately, he'll only heal once or twice. Thank you. I'm actually worried about running out of blood vials here. He can't use his gun while it's transformed, at least. Yeah, that did 40 damage or so to him. Whoops. Wrong button. Oh, no need to apologize. It's actually quite hard to parry at the thrust. Oh, yes! Oops. Yes! I didn't expect to!
Don't you ever listen to your elders. matter. You did save my life. I don't seem to be apt for this life anymore. My glory days were long ago now. I know. Here. For you. This too is hunter's work. But it bears no honour. A burden you may choose to carry. The decision is yours alone. Oh. My eyes grow heavy. Let me rest a while. I'll be fine. Just wait.
So we really pretty much have to just leave her? She's gone the next time we come back, so I don't know, it's kind of implied that she might have survived. It's ambiguous because, as she said, she doesn't dream anymore, so she might not, you know, melt into dust like I do when I die. Excuse me. Badge of a hunter of hunters, who hunts those who have become addled with blood. The badge of the hunter of hunters is quietly passed down from generation to generation, usually to an outsider from the hinterlands. To be entrusted with this cursed badge, one must be strong, resilient to the seduction of blood, and gracious when taking a comrade's life. And then we also got the best covenant rune in the game, hands down. Hunter. This red smudged rune means hunter, and has been adopted by those who have taken the Hunter of Hunters oath. These watchmen admonish those who have become addled with blood, be they men or beasts. Anyone who has threatened the pledgers of the Hunter oath surely has an issue with blood. Oops. I wonder if this lamp up here works now that I've killed the crow. Hey! So with that, we have unlocked her armor set. She's got a Plague Doctor mask. The beak contains incense to mask scents of blood and beasts. Hunters of Hunters dress as crows to suggest sky burial. The first Hunter of Hunters came from a foreign land and gave the dead a virtuous native funeral ritual rather than impose a blasphemous Yharnam burial service upon them, with the hope that former compatriots might be returned to the skies and find rest in a hunter's dream. Oh yeah, we also got her weapon, which we're not going to use, but it's awesome. The Blade of Mercy. A special trick weapon passed down among hundreds of hunters, one of the oldest weapons of the workshop. Splits into two when activated. The weapon's warped blades are forged with siderite, a rare mineral of the heavens. And it is so cool, but it is most effective as a skill weapon. And we're going to use our trusty Chikage pretty much. And the Hunter rune is a Covenant rune, but it also has some other interesting effects. So you keep anti-clockwise. Well, one other effect. Could use both. I'll try without it and see how the how this does. Because this increases your stamina recovery speed quite a bit. Without it? And with it. It's pretty significant. And now that I've got all this stuff, let's move on. And now we've got one more little area to go to before we go to the DLC. And it's just one I kind of forgot about before. I kind of meant to, but it's no big deal. And yeah, she's not there anymore. That's the last we'll see of her. Again, no corpse. Oh, and I went completely the wrong way. And I woke that guy out. Chicago, dude. And here's what's, if we go to the right from the Cathedral Ward, instead of going to Hemwick. I'm gonna take a risk here, because I'm way higher level than we usually are going through here. Oh man, I can't go much further that way or that guy might see me. Seriously? What are you doing? Huh! I got to say, yeah, it gets weird if he gets over here. And yeah, they're kind of balanced for you not being this far into the game. The thing barely hurts me though. That works! Hey! And I think these guys might have had something to say to us before, but they're not answering now. Down there is the church that is the entrance to Yharnam, and we'll go down there in a minute. Just want to grab a few things. Okay, guess there aren't any things up here, just crows. But I know there's something down here. Just some free blood. And we're not going to go down the stairs, we're going to go up here. There used to be a snatcher here, but now that it's the blood moon, they're all dead. I'm gonna get these guys to come up here since they're, or this guy at least, because there's a couple critters. You can actually see him back there. Aww. Come on! Yeah, they had me running. And as you can see, this is the entrance to Yharnam and to the Nightmare Frontier by letting this guy grab us. And then I don't think there's anything else up here. Yep, this is just where the stairs lead. Yep. And I could warp back, but I'm only down one vial and it's not too far. So, what she was talking about? And I'm gonna take another look at it since it's been a while. This eye of a blood-drunk hunter? Its pupil is collapsed and turned to mush, indicating the onset of the scourge of beasts. A hunter who goes drunk with blood is said to be taken by the nightmare, destined to wander forever, engaged in an endless hunt. It is a fate that no hunter can escape. Ominous! So when we have that... Oh, by the way, look at what has been sitting on top of Odin Chapel the entire time. And we just stand over here.
Curse their fiends, their children too. And their children forever true.
Hey, Shine! And now we're in Yharnam Remix. I mean, Hunter's Nightmare. And what looks like Odin Chapel. Yep, this place is Yharnam Remix. Just buildings jutting out at all odd angles. Here's the Great Cathedral steps. And here comes our first old hunter. If you go here as soon as you can, which is as soon as you kill Amelia, these guys are a real bitch. And this is a shortcut we'll open later. Yay! Old hunter cap. Where did that go? Old hunter cap with a wide brim that hides their sharp gaze. In the old days, when hunters were 10 a penny, this was part of their standard garb. And I'm gonna equip that because I love how it looks. Some more Vampire Hunter D shit. Me too. Like, eventually in this one, especially if you get into New Game Plus, it doesn't really get that, like, it gets irrelevant. But I totally agree. Got the old hunter gloves. Old hunter gauntlets made of brass to protect their weapon-bearing hands. At the time, some hunters believed that certain metals would ward off beast blood. On a night of the hunt, it is no wonder that some resort to superstition. And those don't really look that noticeably different, but again, I like them. And they have kind of better overall defense than the other ones, so that's not bad. Get some more of that. I think I remember that, at least one interpretation of, like, hell is basically like a giant fucked up place. Oh, well, he's mad down there. Where you're just dropped, fully grown and forced to, like, fight other people. Oh. Finally. Just wake up with claws strapped, like metal claws, on your hand and just forced to fight everybody around you. That kinda reminds me of this a bit. Although there's some more direct parallels later on. So yay! More than a shortcut here. Yeah. Have to watch out for this guy. Oh, it's Yugoku? I didn't recognize the kanji because I'm bad at them. Oh, hey guy! Forgot he was up here. The red-eyed hunters are a lot tougher. As you can see. Wow. Went right over his shoulder. Wow, I cannot believe he didn't hit. Wow! Oh, I think I might have been using the wrong gun. Okay, so he's the one who gets pissed off first. That was so fun! Ooh, I got a vermin. A centipede-like creature discovered on successful hunts by League hunters. Vermin, found hidden within filth, are only seen by League confederates, and are the root of man's impurity. The League has assumed the task of finding and crushing all vermin. Perhaps there is some mercy in the madness. Those who wish to see vermin can, and those who choose to are provided with boundless purpose. Obvious trap there. Shoots this gun at you. And did I leave anything up here? Yep. Great Cathedral up there, with the clock tower up on top. That's the beast cutter. That's the weapon that the old hunter guys were using. This thick iron cleaver slices through the toughest of beast hides, and when transformed, the blade splits into sections, allowing one to lash it in the fashion of a heavy whip. This crude weapon relies on brute force and is regrettably inelegant, suggesting that the hunts of the earliest hunters made for horrific affairs, painted in sanguine blacks and reds. And that is pretty much a strength version of the threaded cane. Obviously, it's like a lot more metal. But that's pretty much what it is. And we're out here in the cathedral yard. Grabbing some skulls. I think these guys out here might be actually hostile. Oh, dick. Yeah, all the enemy hunters here have a huge mat-on for the beads. No! I didn't dodge in time. Oh, I didn't attack when I wanted to. These guys will come after you if you turn your back on them too much. Oh, I'll see you later. Bye. I think I'm probably gonna have to get dinner soon. Or at least dinner will be ready soon. Got a boatload more blood vials. Whoops. I think there might be one more thing I missed over here. Yes. Oh, I have a lot of viewers now. I'll stick around a while. There we go. Did not want to be in the way of that. Wow. Big hit box. Okay. Wait. Oh yeah. Here's the item. Did those guys go yet? Not yet. So we've got time to look at this. One day the hunters disappeared, and Yharnamites began to whisper of the hunters' sin. Drunk with blood, chasing after beasts, they would pass on to the nightmare, every last one of them. So here, I'm gonna take a bit of a risk. Because here's Squid Man. Run right past him. And here's this guy, where the skull was in the Great Cathedral in the real world. And we got an eye pendant from his claw. And you would assume he's gonna jump up and attack us now, but he actually isn't. Yeah! What happened? An eye pendant which unlocks the surgery altar. There are two cathedrals in the Hunter's Dream. One lies past the River of Blood, and another contains the private research hall of the Healing Church. Only chosen members of the Healing Church, or their lamentable patients, can enter the research hall using this eye. Grant eyes to the surgery altar skull. Oh, yeah! And we actually need that pendant to progress further through the nightmare. And I'm going to attempt to yeet the fuck out of this guy. I'm probably gonna die here, so watch out. Yes! Successfully yeeted. Grab this here. No path over there. So we're gonna go this way. So down the path, toward where Yahargul would be, we get this cave. Notice the moon here. That's gonna be tricky. If you take the more obvious path to the left, you step on that and this thing shoots at you. Also, this is all happening because this dude's standing on that button. And now that he's not, it stops. Doesn't do anything with those things smashed. Hey, that looks like an amygdala skull. Okay, this part's a bit tricky. They throw these, like, timed Molotov cocktails, which can be annoying. Oh! Sorry, one sec. Thank you! I'll be gone in a bit! Sorry. I've just been informed that dinner's ready, so I'm going to find the next shortcut, or lamp before we go. Back in that house, near the, big bridge. Delayed Molotovs, that's what they throw. I'll get that later. This thing's a powder keg tool, a really early powder keg tool. And those were the guys that make all the explosive stuff, which is fun. And that's a trap. Rewarding us with the boom hammer, another weapon that we won't be using because it's strength-based. A trick weapon used by the old hunters and crafted by the workshop heretics, the powder kegs. A giant hammer equipped with a miniature furnace. When ignited and fired, it emits a volley of flame that explodes furiously upon impact. Crush the beasts, then burn them. The brute simplicity of the boom hammer was favored by hunters with an acute distaste for beasts. Okay, and then out this way is an optional bit that I'm going to save for later because there's dinner and I'm hungry. And out here is the River of Blood that was alluded to earlier. And some of those tick things like outside Canehurst. I don't think I've even fought one. The ones from Canehurst don't spit like that, though. Get some blood. Yeah, it really is. I think that's another allusion to Jigoku, though. You don't want to get behind them, they'll mule kick you. Oh hey, here comes this guy. I didn't really expect that. Come on, I know you want it. Oh well. Sometimes he'll just get stuck in the, that gap there, trying to get to you. Oh, I almost fell off. That was lucky. Oh, hey! Right, and there's more blood. But right here is another church. And in here we find this guy.
You're a hunter with your sanity, aren't you? Must have taken a wrong turn then, eh? Well, we're more alike than you think. This is the hunter's nightmare, where hunters end up when drunk with blood. You've seen them before. Aimless, wandering hunters slavering like beasts. This is what the poor fools have to look forward to. So, don't be brash. Turn back before it's too late. Unless you've something of an interest in nightmares.
Nightmares are fascinating.
Oh yes, I see. You sense a secret within the nightmare and cannot bear to leave it be. As if the spirit of Bergenworth lives on within you. Such inquisitive hunters will relish the nightmare. But beware. Secrets are secrets for a reason, and some do not wish to see them uncovered. Especially when the secrets are particularly unseemly. Beware, Miss.
And that was Simon. Normally on a blood tinge run, I would kill him right here to get his weapon, but I'm not going to do that. Because I want to get him up. And now we're back at the entrance, and that's a pretty good place to stop for tonight, because we got dinner, and I have an appointment, probably like, not an appointment, a date, probably like, not really a date, like an anime date, like, probably half an hour, like, after I get back, so, not really time to do more streaming. Just gonna check the gems, because I've probably got some better ones by now. me, I guess those are good. Wait. Yep. Okay.
Gammon awake. Very well. Farewell.
Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. Catch you later. Love ya. We'll delve further into the nightmare next time. Yeah.